Hello everybody, this is T-Cat from T-Cat's Deep Vinyl Tracks. This video is going to be a short video in response to Rod, otherwise known as the Happy Hippie. He is doing a contest where he's giving away a Kiss album, and I wanted to put in my submission for that particular contest. Basically, the rules of the contest is that you spell out the name K-I-S-S by showing albums from bands or artists that have names that start with either K, I, S, and S. They can be band names, or if it's an individual's name, then it could be the first name or the last name that starts with one of those letters. So that makes a total of 4 albums to show, and these are the bands that I picked out. Starting out with King Crimson. This particular album is called Thrack. It was released in 1995 after, it was the album that was released after Three of a Perfect Pair. Now this particular album was not available on vinyl until 2019, which is what this particular edition is. It is one of my favorite King Crimson albums. It is also probably one of their heaviest. Now my favorite, there's the tracks, you can see them there. My favorite album from King Crimson would have to be Red. To me, this one comes in second. And you know, a lot of the critics didn't like this album as much. But I absolutely love it and consider it one of the most influential albums that King Crimson put out. When bands like Tool say things like King Crimson inspired them, was a huge inspiration on them, it comes from this album. More than anything, and you can hear that influence on the songs. These are what the inner sleeves look like. It's a 2-album set, 2 LP set. And this is actually side 3 and 4, the labels. Now sides 1 through 3 are the regular Thrack album, where side 4 is actually the additional tracks that come from King Crimson's mini album Vroom, V-R-O-O-M, that was put out just before Thrack was released. And what makes it nice is the 4th side contains all the tracks from there. All of those tracks are, some of those tracks are on the album, but they're in different form. Plus there's also a couple of extra tracks on there that were not released on the regular album. So, I'm not going to go on too much more about that. King Crimson Thrack, a very heavy album from King Crimson. For the letter I picked Mark Isham. One of my favorite soundtrack composers. Mark Isham recorded on the Windham Hill label. However, this is definitely a step above most of the new age that Windham Hill was putting out at the time. This particular album has music from 3 different soundtracks. The first soundtrack is Mrs. Soulful. The second one is The Times of Harvey Milk. And the entirety of side 2 is devoted to the soundtrack of Never Cry Wolf. This is a very beautiful album, and goes to show how Mark Isham, how much of an expert he is with the soundtrack, making soundtracks, and how effective his film music is. So, for letter I. For the first letter S, I picked out another band off of the Constellation label. There was a time, I mentioned Godspeed You Black Emperor on my first introductory video. There was a time when they did go inactive for about 10 years, and while they were inactive, a lot of the members of that band went out and did their own projects for a while, but they kept it all under the Constellation label. This particular one is from the band The Silver Mount Zion. The full name is the Silver Mount Zion Memorial Orchestra and Tra-La-La Band, as you can see on that little sticker there. This particular album is a 10-inch, but it's a double 10-inch album. There's the cover, the back side, and it is just like Godspeed You Black Emperor. It is considered post-rock, but they mix a lot of post-punk elements to the music too. And there's also vocals, which is something that is a little harder to find. There's what the labels look like. A little harder to find when you're listening to post-rock are vocals. Now, the lead singer's vocals take a little getting used to, but once they do, this is one of the inserts that it comes with. Once you can get past that, you see how amazing their music really is. So, anyway, the Silver Mount Zion National, so I keep doing that, making that same mistake. The Silver Mount Zion Memorial Orchestra and Tra-La-La Band is the full name. Okay. And the last S is for the Straubs. This album is the Best of Straubs. It's a double album. Promotional copy sticker, not for sale. And it's also a gatefold. There's the back side. Some great songs on here if you can read those. Folds out like this so you get the full picture. And the inside kind of talks about some of their albums and has write-ups on it. Great information there. The two albums, the two records, both are on the white label. They say promotion copy, not for sale. Oops. Just like that. Funny thing is, I got this. This is one of those records I found quite a while ago for 50 cents. Interestingly enough, it comes with the second inner sleeve is for the James Gang. I'm sure that's not something that everybody else's copy has in it, but that makes mine unique, I guess. Somebody obviously substituted that inner sleeve. So there you have it. That's my entry for the Happy Hippies contest. And I'll put a link to his video where he announces the contest. So if anybody is interested in joining in, I'm sure he's more than happy to let you join in. Throw your name in the hat and you have a chance to get a rare Kiss album. Alright, thank you for listening. If you want to see more of my collection, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. I need all the subscribers I can get since I just started this up. This is my third video, and we'll be talking to you later. Bye.